And today I'm reviewing for you the Vantop Moment 6S, which is a very interesting action camera, and it comes, I quote here, randomly gift an external microphone. That's what the website says, and I guess this is what they mean. During the research about this action camera, I've heard really a lot of interesting statements about Vantop. For example, they claim, one of their representatives claimed that Vantop have bought sjcam. Really, the third largest action camera manufacturer? I guess that's not true, but I'll tell you more of everything I found out. Let's get started. Welcome everybody, it's the Tech for All channel. My name is Michael and I'm so happy to have you around. And as usual, we're going to start with the pricing and positioning of this camera, and we'll take the opportunity to test the microphones. First, we're going through a test of the external microphone. I still don't know about the quality, but it's supposed to be good. And I'm going to switch to the internal microphone. Problem is, I have to temporarily shut off the camera. Well, apparently, besides taking this out, we have to go through a few menu settings, which is not so convenient. And this is the quality of the internal microphone. Keep in mind that probably it's gonna sound good because I'm in pretty much the perfect conditions. Open air space, it's rather quiet except the cars which are passing by, so I believe the quality should sound good. Right now it costs $199 on their website, where you can buy with PayPal, which is sort of a safety layer. Comes with a lot of accessories, and looking at the fancy product page, 4K at 60 frames per second, awesome slow motion, digital zoom, etc. What they wouldn't tell you is that the camera is a rebranded SJ8 Pro by sjcam, which had a very problematic first batch. I have reviewed it more than a year and a half ago. Based on the hardware, sjcam have released the SJ9, which turned out to be horrible, and despite the promises for fixing it, looks like they will move on with something newer, and took me like 5 minutes to find an issue with the gyroscope of the Vantop 6S, but luckily that was fixed with a simple reboot. Not the greatest start in the world, but you know, technology could be sometimes buggy. For $199 you can buy a second-hand Hero 6 or Hero 7 by GoPro if you're lucky, and the DJI Osmo Action got down to $250, so I guess you get the point. Selling almost 2-year-old technology at the price as if it was innovation released yesterday is not respectful, but considering what the camera offers and all the accessories available, let's say it is alright. Unboxing is the part which provokes the most positive thoughts. Very nice looking. Vantop are keeping their box design from previous camera models, and there are quite many things which are packed inside. To highlight the most important, this USB microphone, which sjcam don't provide for the SJ8 Pro for free, you have to buy it online additionally. And this partially justifies the $200 price tag. By the looks and feels of these accessories, it all looks good and makes you feel more comfortable about the camera, like this wireless wrist Bluetooth controller. User guide is good, technical data will of course stay exactly the same as SJ8 Pro in terms of hardware. Build quality feels also good. Actually, before really unboxing it, I was unaware that it is sjcam manufactured, and it surprised me in the not so good way, because while Vantop were talking to me asking for a review, it all sounded like a new innovative product. And the moment I asked about sjcam, their representative claimed that Vantop have bought sjcam. Apparently this never happened, looks like they've just used sjcam as ODM. Vantop also wanted me to wear a t-shirt outdoors, shoot the review for them with, I quote again, lovely face showed in the picture. And also very much wanted me to sign a contract, and now I can understand why. It's always better to have endorsement by popular YouTubers, but if your product is good enough, there shouldn't be any concerns, right? Anyhow, tech specs, very good processor, are well known for its nice performance sensor, large battery, Wi-Fi, wireless remote, and a touchscreen. I need to say a few words about the touchscreen. Looks like one of these components which are not exactly the same as on the SJ8 Pro. It feels worse, and I often miss touches or have ghost touches. And trust me, it is not the folio on top, because I use every camera's display with a folio. Actually, side by side you may notice some differences. Could be, of course, due to the different batch or a new revision of the hardware that makes it feel differently. To the menus, everything is well grouped, and while we don't have the awesome presets, as it is with the latest GoPro, most of the settings are easy to access and switch to. Quite many features that we can take advantage of, and most importantly, there is a way to use lens distortion correction with image stabilization at the same time, which is the feature that cheaper action cameras usually won't offer. Electronic image stabilization works in 4K, however the 60 frames per second in 4K are not stabilized, and if you want to go get some good footage out of that, you need a gimbal. This is an area, and I mean here the 60 FPS in 4K, where both DJI and GoPro are excelling. Full HD has slow motion up to 120 FPS, again without stabilization, and due to the nature of slow motion, having no stabilization is usually just fine. We can say very good words about the full HD capacity. Other than that, you're gonna find different resolutions, 8 different shooting modes, many picture control settings, really rich on features, and it will satisfy even more advanced users. This allows the camera to be used for drone FPV, and most of the time you will be pretty happy with the image stabilization offered. Analyzing the footage will make me say some good things and some bad things, actually more bad things. The colors are a little too warmish under certain conditions, and even in very bright days there is some noise that is notable, which surprised me a lot. Also, there seems to be lack of sharpness in some details, especially if there are more trees involved. The darker it gets, the more noise is visible, but generally low light footage is not bad, and I'm saying all that based on the perspective it's a camera that costs $200. We can't expect too much from the slow motion, because the higher frames per second generally means less light reaching the sensor per frame, and while daylight slow motion is kind of alright, the low light brings a lot of the mentioned grainy feeling. I've tested almost every available settings, some photos, some videos, time-lapse, they all work good. In some conditions you seem to end up with gyroscope issues, but that usually goes away with just a restart. Concerning firmware and how stable it is, I had my first SJ8 Pro freezing very often, and that pretty much never went away. Unfortunately, I lost that faulty camera, bought another SJ8 Pro, which was fine. No freezes with the Vantop 6S. Looks like you will enjoy good moments of filming. That's a game of words, by the way. There are some things that are available with the SJ8 Pro, but not here, like the flat color mode, and some which we have here with the 6S, but we didn't get with the SJ8 Pro at the first point, like the ability to shut off the front display. At the end, some summary time, and it is rather tough to say whether it is good or bad. If I had to buy the Vantop Moment 6S, I was most likely going to choose sjcam SJ8 Pro, because no matter how much I criticize sjcam lately, they are a company with many years of experience, and they do the design and the production both. Of course, if you have the 6S already, looks like a good device, however, at least in my opinion, doesn't justify the price tag. If it was $50 less, was about to be almost perfectly priced, and we were about to have a very different conversation. So tell me about your thoughts. Is it good enough, or is it just fine? What do you think of the Vantop 6S? That's been it for this episode, based on a few weeks of testing. Would love to hear from you in the comments below the video. For more reviews of action cams and other cool tech, please subscribe, take a good care of yourself, and have a wonderful day.